What's up, guys? I'm back from New Jersey. Just got back today, flew in, kind of took it easy. Then I got a quick workout in, some shoulders and biceps, ran about a mile and a half, just to get my body moving, and it was all right. But today I'm gonna talk about my trip and how cool it was. Like, it's really awesome. So we were in New Jersey visiting one of our friends from college, as my last video said, and we did some stuff in Hillsdale, New Jersey. Pizza was fire. Pizza was great. I'm probably gonna have some photos over here as I talk. So yeah, pizza was great. I'll probably have some photos of that in here. That was one of the best things about Jersey. Evan had some cool friends. That was cool. Hanging out. We played pickleball. That was sick. What else did we do? Went to a Yankees game, which was super cool. So it was a double header. So we had two different games to attend. So the second game, we literally just went down right in the right field, home run zone, you could call it, right behind the fence. Super cool. I got photos of that right there, hopefully. But yeah, New Jersey was cool. And then yesterday we went to New York, and New York was so awesome. It was honestly so inspiring to just that's just life, bro. It's really inspiring to see finances. I just think about finances when I think about New York, and seeing these people in suits walk around is super cool. And we were there all day. We went to Chinatown, had some weird restaurant. Probably have some pictures of food up there. It was different, not my kind of food. I'm more just a chicken rice kind of guy, like Chipotle. I eat Chipotle every day. But it was honestly pretty good. It had this little spinning table, or spinning it's just a piece of glass that spun around on the table, so you literally just pass it around so everybody could scoop their food or whatever. It was really cool. We saw Trump Tower right there. What else did we see? Empire State Building, that was cool. Times Square and Broadway, that's all cool. Had a great time there. Train stations were cool. I've never been on a train before. Train was sick. Subway was sick. I actually really enjoyed that. It was a really, really good time. So going back to the product I talked about last time and last video, didn't work out, so I cut the products. My cost per click ended up being $1.50 when it was only 30 cents for the first 3 days of the campaign. So I cut that product, and I got a couple new products I'm looking at on my product sheet. I'll just show you what this looks like, just so you guys can see. So I have this whole. See if we can focus. So it's a list of different products, notes about the products, cost of goods. We have the sales price, profit per unit. We have profit margins, and then the supplier, video ads, product pages, all that stuff in there. It's super cool. So I have about 3 dozen different products that could be possibly sold. I see one that's actually decently well off, and I see hope in it. So I might try that out. Today I need to get with my mentor and send him some ads I'm going to run along with the product I'm going to run. So I have to redesign my website from my last product. And I'll just say now, it was this makeup utensil cleanser. It seemed like a very efficient and just great product, very useful for women. But I don't know much about makeup, so I don't know. I asked a friend of mine, and she said I should sell it because it could be useful. But then another friend of mine said it wouldn't be very useful. So I tried it. I was negative for a little bit, $50, but I got some good experience with the ad manager, making ads, clipping ads on CapCut. So that was cool. I also made a sale with that, which was pretty cool. But this next product I have some faith into. Today in the plane I actually I kind of typed out some stuff that I want to have, my content creation for this week. So today was just a recap, and that's what I'm talking about now. I'll get into my fitness. That was something else I had on my notes. I want to do about 2 or 3 miles tomorrow, probably 3 miles tomorrow, and then the goal is to do 6 miles Sunday, but I don't know how well I'll do because the last couple days I just had to take a break. My legs have been dead, and my performance has been decreasing because my load is going so high. My load's increasing and fitness is decreasing, so I need to even that out more. So yeah, I gave my body some rest. I felt good. I didn't do much at the gym, just some curls and lat raises just to get my blood pumping because I did not want to go to the gym, but I just had to get out and do something. Then after that, I decided to go run a mile, and then took like 3 minutes to go inside, grab my shirt. Then I ran to Chipotle, got Chipotle, ran back, which is only like half a mile in total. So a mile and a half, just easy on my legs. We probably walked like, I wouldn't be surprised if we went 20,000 steps yesterday. We were walking like all day. So my calves are a little sore, but it's all good. Like I'm really stoked to get into this weekend and get some good workouts in, some good runs in. Also, I'm going to my parents this weekend, I believe. So Monday I'm gonna do a swim. They live on a lake, so open water swim. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go for like anywhere from half a mile to a mile. I'll say that's like my goal probably. Anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes probably. I'm not sure the swim time for real, but that's what I want to do. I need to get some endurance powder. Like Gatorade has some I used in my triathlon a couple years ago, or like Nick Bear has BPN, like fuel, running fuel or whatever. I need some of that because my runs have been so sloppy when I don't have any nutrients. Like running today, I didn't have much nutrients and it just was a sloppy run. But yeah, it's been a good week. I actually enjoyed myself. But at the same time, like, I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be. You know, I wanted to finish The Way of the Superior Man so I can post my video about this book Sunday, which still will get done. I'll make sure to finish this. I only have like 40 pages, I think, left. Something like that. But I wanted to read Better Small Talk before, or on the plane back, but I just didn't get around to that. And I didn't have enough much drop shipping work, I guess you could say. I was just running ads all day. But I could have been doing more product research and all that stuff. But it was good to see my guy, my boy Evan. Had a great time, no doubt. It was awesome. New York is so inspiring. Like I don't know, I just love it. I want to go back, honestly, right now. But I got to lock back in, getting ready for school in a couple weeks. But yeah, I'm excited for that. And I'm really ready to lock in. But getting back to what I was saying, sorry that was a lot, but I want to get to this point where I'm breaking that surface, like I'm getting on the edge of it, right, the breaking point. Like I'm so close, but I want to get to that point where I can say no to people, you know. I feel like when somebody asks me to hang out, I'm so obligated, and it's not always that I don't want to hang out, but I know that if I want to make it, like I know I'm gonna make it up here, I'm gonna have to be selfish with my time. And selfish may not be the right word, but Aman Ghazi put it perfectly, and I quoted him on this other day. He says that be selfish with your time now so that you can be selfless with your time in the future. And I just love that because I really want to provide and protect. So I'm working so hard now that I can do all these things. And it's just hard. Like I don't want anybody to have hard feelings, like especially my boys, like the people I really love and love to be around. Like, of course I want to hang out with them, but 8 hours of doing nothing all day, then I'm just behind. Somebody's working harder than me, and I really just need to lock down on that. So this semester I'm locking in. College might be a bit of a distraction for me, as this is more my priority. Myself is, and my business, and you know, now my YouTube. I'm so stoked to be creating content, and you know, people might not watch in the beginning, but you know, I'm proud of myself that I can get out of my comfort zone and do something that I want to do, you know, a dream that I've had. I just gotta work on saying no, and that's such a real thing to do, saying no. And you know, I'm sure somebody watching this may be struggling with that, saying no, but I'm struggling too, and I'm sure it's gonna get better. I'm just gonna work so hard, you know, and that's just what my desire. And it's not like I want to push everybody out of my life, but you look at all these people and they talk about these periods in their lives where if you really want to make it, you have to go solitude and go alone for a bit and work on yourself, work alone, and work super, super, super hard. I can tell you, Alex Hormozy, Montgazi said this. You know, you see the Tate brothers say that. Very controversial, some people think, but I like some things they say. I like Amon Godzi. He's just, I don't know, I strive that's my dream, to give back to people, give back to my mother. That's so real, and I hope that I can replay this video in the future when I get to give her something awesome, or give my dad something awesome. See, that's part of my why. I want to do that for them, which is so real. And another thing regarding saying no is I've been really digging into my faith. Like, I'm in this Bible every single day, regardless of if it's half a chapter to 3 chapters, 4 chapters, however much. Underlying, taking notes, doing Bible studies with my friend Micah. And it's great. The Bible has just helped me so much, so I want to, of course, show glory to God, because everything I do is because of God and God's glory. And so I want to start doing Bible study a couple of days a week. I have Bible study planned for tomorrow or Sunday I have Bible study planned for tomorrow or Sunday. Just depends on when I get my the Way of the Spirit Man book review out. So one of those days, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bible study came out tomorrow, and then the Way of the Superior Man review come out Sunday. But then I have some content already for the rest of the week upcoming, so that's gonna be super cool. But yeah, if you're struggling, just know I feel you. Sorry, I'm so random, but I just have so much to talk about, and it's really cool, and this is really deep with the word. You can't be afraid to say no to something when you shouldn't do it. Although I struggle with that every day. I told a good friend of mine, we hate doing things, but we still do them. It's terrible. So I get stuck in sin, and it hurts me, but I know God will get me through it for sure. But it's hard being. It's kind of hard being the loner, and not only from the personal growth aspect, these not gurus, you could say, on the internet, influence gurus or financial gurus, but with God, I don't like to be surrounded by the secular things that I once did. Don't get me wrong, I still give in to sin. I still involve myself in secular things quite often, but I'm taking a step back, giving up drinking. That is such a good step, and giving up going to the bar. I went to the bar so much last semester, and it's so meaningless. You don't get fulfilled at all for going to the bar. And who am I going to be to talk about God and then go out and do these things? And that's so real. So if you feel like you're hanging around a group of people that are pulling you down and kind of influencing you to go down the wrong path, take a step back. And this is not bashing out on anybody. Don't think that if you're watching this, my boys. But I just want to take a step back from just people right now, just to grow with myself. And of course I'm still going to go to Bible study when the semester starts back up with the college students and church, of course. I don't care about the drinking and stuff. I don't anymore, and that is so big to me, and I don't have the fear of missing out anymore. And I'm not trying to sound boastful at all, or arrogant or anything, but this is just me showing my growth. If you read my bio, it says I'm here to document my growth. So for me to look back on and see this, because that's a big step in my life. I've struggled so hard, so hard with the fear of missing out. But what are you missing out on? It's never what you think, Sorry, that sounded weird. It's never going to be what you think. What do you miss by going out to the bar? Nothing. And, I pray that whoever's watching this can understand that I'm rooting for them, praying for them, and that I struggle with these things too. Sometimes I do have the fear of missing out. Going to Jersey, I had to go to Jersey. I wanted to. I felt like I was going to miss out. I'm so glad I went. That was awesome. And we had a great time, like, had some cool experiences, which was so cool. But don't feel obligated to do things just because people around you do them. And that's so real. I feel like that's held me back so long from doing stuff like YouTube. I've thought about this forever. Like, ever since I can remember, like, even being like 12, I have this memory of me just thinking, like, I'm gonna make it. I don't know how, but I am. And, I never really talked about that because after that I had some things going in my life, but it was more of a thought just being like, I'm going to be known. I don't know. I don't really know. But I would never forget that, being in the garage thinking that. And I don't think I've ever told anybody that. But I felt it and I think about it. And just the more I get into my purpose, my life's been ups, downs, but the more I get into my purpose, the more I realize that I can do this and I'm gonna do this. And it's gonna be hard, don't get me wrong. It's gonna be lonely, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. Repaying my parents back, taking my friends out to different countries would be so cool. Stuff like that, like, it's just so fire. That's my inspiration. Giving back to the church, I love that. Doing philanthropy, I want to do that. A guy named Josh on YouTube, I don't know what his last name is, but he has like a little GoPro and he goes and gives food to homeless people. Like, I want to do that behind the scenes. I love that. It's just so cool. And I have so many aspirations, and at this point this video is directed off what I planned to talk about, sorta. But it's real. This is just me talking, and once again for me to look at my growth and hopefully influence somebody else watching this. To recap, don't be afraid to say no. If you don't want to do something, say no. Get rid of that fear of missing out. If you're gonna work so hard right now and you're missing out on all this young, college events and etc., or whatever stage of your life you're in, who cares? You're working so hard right now that in the future, what'd you miss out on? Or what are they missing out on, It's so real. Don't be afraid to say no.